Alright, and welcome back to Complete ARK. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes when you update Windows, it completely ruins all of your setup, and something like your mic isn't actually being recorded anymore. So, tonight, I'm going to be voiceovering the whole episode. Hooray! What you may be wondering is, why are you crafting something? Well, let me tell you now. I'm crafting some grappling hooks because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get a magma egg, and I planned to do it with nothing but grappling hooks and parachutes. No armor, the naked run. It's glorious. Let's skip to it. Here we are at the volcano biome. I wasn't sure which entrance was the one I wanted, so I headed over to where my little setup was, because I think it's this one what I've been using to get kiting. And well, it was. I mean, I don't have to like have some sort of cliffhanger or something, because you know I'm doing a voiceover. It's going to be hard not to actually get into character of myself and start talking as if I'm actually playing, because I'm not. This is me doing the voiceover. And now I'm looking around my base or something. I have no idea. Oh look, I'm putting down a smithy. What else am I doing? Transfer. Why am I transferring it? Oh yeah, I'm getting naked for the run. Let's go. Here he goes. ARK's most top professional player it has ever seen. Entering the cave with nothing but his grapple and some parachutes. He has an egg in mind. He wants a 150. He does not get a 150, guys. I'm not gonna like say, oh, will I get a good one? I don't really get a good one. I get an okay one, but yeah, well, you have to wait and see. He carries on walking. I don't know if I should be skipping this stuff. I feel like I was probably like I would have been constantly talking throughout this as recording it, and it probably would have been better than me doing this voiceover. But instead you've got me now because of Windows 11 update, not even Windows 10. I said Windows 10 earlier. Now you've got me doing this voiceover, and you know, it just is what it is. It's probably lost all its Voxesto gleam, or whatever you want to call it. He parachutes. Oh no, there are so many magma saws. I think I will go to that middle bit and stand there and have a look to see if there is eggs. I do actually remember saying, look, one of them shot me. I do actually remember saying, I don't know if there's any eggs there because they're not spawning in. Maybe I'm just out of render distance. I was out of render distance. But I said something like, oh, I'm just going to have to go for it. I'm just going to have to wing it and see if there is one. And lo and behold, well, there is one. So I'll skip to the part where I'll finally buck up the courage to just jump down there and have a look. Oh, maybe I don't have to skip. Oh, okay. I think at that point I shot a grapple to see if I could grapple up there. So I had like something to pull myself up on. It didn't work though. And now I'm getting lower, maybe to see if the egg will render in. I don't know. I don't even know if I should put like dramatic music over this. I've probably already done that now because I'm doing the voiceover first, so I'll put the music on after. Look, he just shot that. Oh look, I've got that grapple. Go on, look, there's an egg there, mate. Get it too. Get him. That's it, parachute. Pick it up then. Pick it up then. Oh, I remembered something. There's something what happens later on. Oh, I will spoil it for you. I'm really enjoying this. What happens later on is I'll go to do something and do loads of extra random stuff, and then I can't figure out why I fat fingered all the keys so badly. And, oh look, I just died. And what happened was my keyboard was like proper tilted, and I hadn't realised. So when I was going to press like 5. I was pressing like 4 and R and E at the same time. I was just jabbing like so many random keys. So, right, back to the story. We died on the first run. We got the eggs. Now we just got to get our bag back. He's straight back into that cave, isn't he? Look at him go. magma sword just attacking me before I've even jumped in. Oh, it wasn't a fail. I thought that was a fail there. My bad, guys. Can't remember. You know what my memory's like. Look at me go. Nearly dead from the heat. The exhaustion's kicking in. He's only gone and got it. Look at that. He gets himself back up the top. What a legend. He's good at this game, isn't he? Isn't he good at this game? Why has he only got 40,000 subs? Why is he only still at 40,000 subs, you wonder? I'll tell you why. Because it's too good to be true half the time. So what happens here is, I run along here, but I obviously died like spiders and that, because I'm knackered from running, I'm nearly dead. Look, my legs just broke. There you go. Dead. It's alright. We're even closer. He's running. He's grabbing. He's taking it all. He's getting... There's a lava golem now for some reason. Don't worry about that. He ain't catching us. We got gingerbread man legs and all that. Well, there you go, guys. We completely did it. ARK's most professional player in action. Never lets you down, look. Getting the job done. Getting a level 95 egg. And a level 50 egg. I did go down to check the other egg, and it was like a level 20, so I may as well just skip all that bit now, because I haven't got my rambling voice, my rambling actual recording. And why did I pan into the camera there? I must have said something like top professional player. Oh yeah, and then the volcano started erupting, and I wasn't sure like if it'd be a fun idea to see if I could actually go in there still, and I knew I couldn't, and I died. But it's okay because I was naked. Right, so here we are back at base. We've just got the egg back. I don't know where I'm going to hatch it actually. I think probably out on that balcony. I wonder how many standing torches I'll need though. Let's pick these up quickly. You might have thought that my mic was working in the recording again there, but no, it's not. I'm messing about. It's still voiceover Voxesto, unfortunately. I don't know why. I just have so much fun with stuff sometimes. So I wonder how many torches it will take, and I put like 15 down, and that wasn't enough. So I'll put like 30 down. And would you believe it? It's enough. And there we go. The magma saw will soon be ours. It will soon be hatched, guys. A baby magma saw to have to wait to grow up before we can do anything. And I don't actually wait for it to grow up in this episode either. Spoiler alert. I don't even wait for it to finish growing up. I just end the episode before it's even grown up. It's a bit of a weird approach, but we do some other stuff as well, so let's see what else we get up to. Oh yeah, we got to hatch this egg first, don't we? I thought it was going to cut to a different clip next. I'm sort of doing this as I go through the editing. Wow, it's a magma saw. We put it straight into a cryopod because we need to go get ambergris, because they eat ambergris. I don't even know what ambergris is. Some sort of space cheddar or some moon cheese. So we're turning all of these off for some reason. I don't know why I recorded turning all of these off. Such a weird thing to do, isn't it? Sometimes I do like the strangest things when I'm recording, and most of the time I'll cut them out. But this time, because I'm doing a voiceover, I can take the mickey out of myself for doing things like this. It actually works out quite funny. Well, I think it does. But yeah, so now we've turned off 30 torches, or thereabouts. We're going to skip to where we're on the moon, getting ambergris. So, once you're on the moon, you need to find these like little green looking rock things, and that gives you ambergris. I mean, there's not really much else to say. Why do I say the moon? Once you're in the lunar biome, you get ambergris, look. It weighs a bit, so chuck loads away. You don't need many if you've got breeding rates like me, because I hate breeding, so it's super quick. And yeah, let's go back. We're now back. And for some reason it sounds like the mining drill has bugged out, and I can still hear it in the background. But it is what it is. So we put a bit of ambergris in there, and then for some reason I force fed it, which makes no sense at all. So I put another bit in there and left it. Now, I think what the plan was to go and farm some element to get element ready for taming a ferox, because I want to get a ferox as well. Because I don't need a magma saw, guys. It's pretty pointless, but I just wanted to do it because it was something the map added to the game. It's like a map specific tame. But I do need a ferox because obviously I need it for the missions because they're good DPS tames. So I don't know if I'm going there now, but I think I'll go back to the volcano and get some element to see whether or not... Oh, I remember what I did. I think I'll take the element shards, what I got from getting the ambergris, and I think I'm going to a terminal, like a mission terminal, to see if I can turn it into element there. And while I'm there, I should probably get some water, because it looks like I need water. And this is me looking through where the missions are for some reason. Oh, to see which the closest one was, and it was the ice lake. So annoying. How is there not a closer mission? I probably said that in the actual recording as well. Now, I was shocked at this, guys, because you can in fact turn shards into element in the mission terminals. I don't remember that being a thing when I last played Genesis, and we had to get a replicator first. But the fact that I might be wrong, but who knows? We might have just had a replicator out of a drop first. But if that's something they've added, that's pretty good for Genesis. When you're playing on only Genesis, do you know what I mean? Because you don't have to rely on getting a replicator first to make element. Because element's like 2k to buy for one, and I know that don't seem a lot, but let's say on 6 times rate on 6 times taming you need 20 element to tame a 150 ferox. You do the math there, that's like hundreds of thousands. So knowing that and being pretty excited, I was straight off to the lava biome, volcano biome, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what it's actually called because I don't pay attention to things. We're getting element. Look how many shards you get from these little red gems. It's amazing. And we literally stay here getting element until the volcano erupts, and then we run away like little chicken. And then come back when volcano stops erupting. Got attacked by an Argy as well, didn't we? So I had to shoot it. There you go. Proof that it happened. So I decided to get even more element shards by coming into the cave, what I was in before, and there's this little lava pool just before, to show everyone that you can get lots of element here, but more importantly, there's loads of black pearls. And then, I don't know what I'm doing there. Was I trying to harvest a black pearl with the mining drill? That's stupid. And then I did this whole speech about don't come down here if it's erupting, because you'll die. Don't come down here if there's a magma saw down here, because there'll be a magma saw there. And I said this whole thing about keep an eye out on your surroundings, because sometimes like wild dinos can jump down and catch you off guard, because this stuff's pretty heavy, so a lot of the time you're weighed down and you can't move, so you can get caught off guard. And while I explained all of this, I didn't notice that a magma saw was actually watching me from above. So for some reason I tried to escape by teleporting, which is never going to work. And then I just struggled and couldn't figure out how to get out of the scenario. Should have just dropped everything and gone with my tame, because I could pick it back up. But instead, I fat fingered about 20 different things. Couldn't press the right key because my keyboard was sideways. And then, yeah, I died. You just have these moments now and then, don't you? It just is what it is. I mean, we all have it. I don't know if I was panicking or not. Like, I might have been panicking, but I think I was more confused over why things weren't responding properly on my keyboard, and then that's where I realised, I'm not even pressing the right keys. That's the problem. So we headed on back in there like proper heroes, with the only things I had to shoot from a distance, which was my taming long neck and my taming crossbow. Luckily the magma sword was only a level 20, which I knew because it killed me and it came up at the top of the screen. For some reason in the recording I remember not actually knowing what level it was, and I was really glad that it was level 20, even though I could have just looked in my tribe log to see that, or I could have paid attention when I died. So I cleaned up some scorpions, we grabbed the bag, and it was off home. So here we were at the longest part of the recording, which was actually just crafting this element. Like there's a lot of shards there to turn into element, and it's a really slow process. It took me, it felt like an in-game day. It might not have been, I can't really remember, but we had, well, lots of elements, like at least 60. We didn't, we had lots. Oh yeah, this ferry turned up. Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Like, you can't do anything in ARK sometimes, can you? Look at this, look. Just missed like 4 of them shots. Like, I had a hard time with this ferry for some reason. But it did die eventually. And I shot an RG as well. Because I thought, well, there's no point in carrying on, because that RG will end up coming all the way over here and hitting me as well. Did I kill this RG? I don't know that I did. It's tanking them shots, isn't it? How many have I got left? I must have killed this RG. Yeah, there you go. 125, that's why. So yeah, then I carried on just crafting. It was super boring. But we persevered in the crafting of the element and got it all done. Look at that. Can you believe? And look how many we got. We got 69. It'd have to be. Back to base for the final time in this epic video. We got to the magma saw. I thought it was going to be fully grown, but it wasn't. And that's why I was like, I think I'll have to find something else to do for a bit, or I might wait for it to grow up and then show off what it's good for. And then for some reason I didn't do any of that. I just sort of turned around and I was like, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed the video. We got a magma saw today. I'll see you next time, take it easy.